Hey everyone, this is Dan Charles with Lite Forex. I'm going to break down the Forex pairs starting with Australian USD. It is June 19th, just after market close on a Friday. We're going to do the weekend breakdown for these pairs, so let's get into it. Okay, so the Australian USD, earlier in the week it looked like it had a shot to continue the breakout up. You can see it came through that 69.42 price, but hit resistance at 70, and that was really the important price that needed to be taken out. It showed on the weekly that it's putting in that lower high in a very bearish day today. So we've been a little bit rangy this week, not big moves. Price came up, came back down. Momentum is definitely more to the downside. Support at 68 is going to be key for next week to hold. It really looks like there's more downside though on the Australian USD. Let's take a look at the futures contract. All right, so pretty much the same type of scenario. We came up, we busted through 69.69, but then came back down. So we got that resistance at 69. And yeah, I'm going to maintain being bearish on the Australian USD. Let's look for more downside on this pair for Monday. But 68 is going to be an important price to hold. You can see we had support on that price before, bounced. If it takes out 68, we're going to come down. Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD continues to go lower, putting in lower highs. And earlier in the week we hit that resistance at 1350 down, and here we are putting in resistance at lower prices, 13. That was Wednesday, and then lower high yesterday, and we continue to put in lower highs, breaking through and closing below this important 1.12 price today. Yesterday it held above that price. Today we're busting through. You know, you look at the weekly chart and it just looks like more downside on the Euro USD. And even the monthly, you can see we were up all the way up at the high here on the monthly, 14.23, and now we're coming all the way back down. So momentum is clearly now to the downside on the Euro. Really looks to me like we got more coming. Let's take a look at the futures. Sure, they're going to look the same. But yeah, you see that lower high on the weekly chart. The long upper wick on the monthly. Same type of scenario, busting through 12.5. Now we're at this, well, like I said, the futures are a little bit different. That's why we look at them. 1.12 is still holding. But I see this as more downside on the Euro. Okay. Pound USD. Big drop yesterday, busting through this 1.25. Very important support price was taken out yesterday. So I was very confident we would drop today. And when I was looking to get into this for a short or a sell, 2,500 was the support. Now it was going to be the resistance, because this was a pretty big drop. Pretty big candle. I thought this could come back today. Well, we didn't touch that resistance. We came up slightly, came down. Yeah, it just looks like there's more downside. Look at the pound on the monthly. We were all the way up here at 28.13, and here we are coming back down. It really looks like there's more downside. After being very bullish for a while, now we're going full on bearish on the pound. Now we are getting to a point where we could be having a rebound soon. 2,300. We're getting close to that price. And that was a very important resistance price before. Now it's support. We busted through 24 today. We were holding that yesterday, holding that 24 price. But I just see more downside on this, but we might come up, hit 24 resistance, and then continue the move down. So I'm going to maintain being a bear on the British pound. All right, the British pound futures. All right, so busting through 24. Yeah, it just looks like there's more downside coming for the pound, but we got to make sure with that 2300 price, we could definitely have a little bit of a rebound coming soon. New Zealand USD. Okay, New Zealand USD. So far New Zealand is holding that 6400 price, which is very important that it holds. Today the low was 6401, pulling up as we speak right now, 6409. So that is important to note, that it's holding that 6400 price, but you know, you look at the weekly here and you just see this, we were very overextended. Like I was saying for a while in my videos going back on this rally, I knew we were going to pull back because it's not normal to just keep going straight up like this. And even when it looked like we could test these highs with the way it was setting up on the 15th for the 16th, came up, it busted through 65, but then pulled back, closed below it, and here we are coming down. But the positive is for this, it could still continue to hold 64, but it needs to break out and get above 65. So if it can do that, that would be great for the bulls. But this to me looks like there's more downside for the New Zealand dollar as well. The futures contract isn't going to look much different, but it is holding that 6400 price as well on the futures, so that has to be noted. It definitely has to be noted. As long as it's holding that support at 64, it could still turn around, but it really does look to me like it's going to come down and take that price out, and look for that to happen on Monday. All right, USD CAD. Now USD CAD, I've been leaning more to the bulls the last couple days, because we came down and we hit the support at 3,500 and we pulled up. Well, first we pulled up on the 16th. We hit that price, we pulled up. Then the next day, just showing how it's set up, putting in a higher low from the low on the 16th, higher low on the 17th. I was pretty confident that we would go higher on the USD CAD. And here we are going higher. I think there's more upside, but you really need to take out this this 36.22 level, because you can see here it's having trouble around that 36.26. What's the close? The close on this day, 36.27. Okay, so around 26, 27, 25. You can see here it hit 36.23 on the 16th and pulled back. So it needs to take that price out, but it really does look like it's going to do that, putting in higher lows several days in a row here, and we are overextended. You can just see here holding that 3,500 on the weekly. You do got to see this for having that rebound, and like I've pointed out on the monthly, we hit that support at 1.3315 this month, same price of the low we hit 33.15 in March. So I do like I like this going higher. Let's see how the Canadian dollar's going. It's going to be looking the opposite, of course. So the Canadian dollar is pulling back after being very bullish, just like all these other pairs were very, very bullish for quite a while. Big move, needed this pullback. Here we are, we're putting in lower highs on the Canadian dollar. It really does look like we're going lower on the Canadian dollar. It was very strong for a while. Resistance is at 74. You can see all week it was having trouble staying above that 74 price and coming down. So this to me looks like there's more downside. 73 is going to be a very important support level. You can see on the 15th it came down and hit 73.080, pulled up. So that's the support for the Canadian dollar. Let's see if it can come down and test that at the same time the USD CAD breaks its resistance to the upside. Okay, lastly, USD yen. USD yen. Well, USD yen, it's holding the support nicely at 106.55. It's showing its resistance though at 107. When I looked at this yesterday, I was thinking this needs to bust through that 107 but definitely get above 107.50 where it had some resistance earlier in the week. Positive is it's holding this low, holding these lows made on the 11th and the 12th, which is a positive. Doesn't look great by any means. It really does look bearish. The monthly is definitely looking bearish. The weekly's looking bearish. But as long as we're holding these lows here, it can still turn around, but it needs to get above this 107.50, 51 price. 107.5, you want to see this break above. So right now, it's really just looking more bearish, but I would call more neutral on the USD yen. Let's see how the yen futures are looking here. Yen futures, okay, so yen futures has the resistance at 0.0094000. You can see that wall here. We pulled back, and now we're setting up to try to break through to the upside here. Obviously, this is going to be looking the opposite of the USD yen. Clearly looks more bullish. So you got to just be more bullish on this and more bearish on the USD yen. But we really got to wait for this 94 price to be taken out. Okay, that is the breakdown for Friday, June 19th. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you like my videos. And go to the link in the description below this video. All right, have a great weekend. Thank you.